Good morning, lovelies. It's morning here where I am right now. So, lovelies, how are we all doing? I hope we all are doing super fine. I hope we are doing fine. I'm doing fine too, guys. So, my lovelies, today is going to be a DIY. So, lovelies, before we jump into this beautiful tutorial, into this beautiful DIY, I want to say a big thank you to my subscribers, everyone that has contributed to make this channel grow. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate you. So, lovelies, here we are on the table. I have my fabric already cut out. I have 16 by 15 inches. So as you can see, I curved the down part. You may want to curve the down part of yours. You may want to leave it. It's your preference, it's your choice. So the next thing, I also cut a lining. You can do without the lining. I also cut out a lining. So same way I cut my fabric. Let's set this aside. So over here I have the handle, and this handle measured 27.5 by 5 inches and I'm going to be making some ruffles just to design my bag with this doll face satin, Duchess satin. It's a little bit hard, but this one feels too soft anyway, so let me try. I hope this gives me what I want at the end of the day. So for my ruffles, I measure around my bag. Just carefully measure the corners. I have like 42.5. But you decide to make your ruffle 2 times of the measurement of your bag or 2.5 times of the measurement of your bag. It's your preference. So let me see what I have here. So guys, in total, after measuring it, I'm having like about 90 inches. So right now, let me join my strip together and create my ruffles. You know that I'm going to be creating my ruffles on a fold like so. That's how I'll be creating my ruffles on a fold. So let me do all that and come back to the table. So beautiful people, I'm done joining. I iron my seam open, so I'll go right now, fold it in half and make a loose stitch like so and draw my gathers. So lovelies, I'm done with the gathers. So I'll take my satin now, place it like so. So this is how I'm going to place it and pin it round. Right now I'll go to the sewing machine and sew right around. This is what we have. I'm done sewing. This is what we have. This is the inside. You can see that we still have some raw edges here. So you take your scissors and try to knot a little bit, especially the corners there. That rounded corner, just notch it a little bit to make it relax. So the next thing now to do is to bring our second piece. Make sure that you keep it like this, that the ruffles are facing the right side of your bag. You move it out of the way because we are going to be bringing in the second piece of our. So you check the right side of your fabric, you place it like so. So right side facing right side, you push in your ruffles in, push your ruffles in, right side facing right side. I also sew the lining piece right around. So I'm done sewing. So lovelies, I'm done sewing. You may want to trim off some excess. If you have some bulkiness on excess, you trim it down. So after that, I've gone ahead to sew my lining and press the seam open, and I've gone ahead to also iron my handle. You can see. So I fold it in half, then folding again, and I'm going to sew it like so. If you want to sew and turn it right side out, you can reduce your handle. You sew and turn right side out. it's also perfectly okay. There are so many ways of doing these things, guys, so find a way that works well for you. So I'll go ahead now and stitch right here, both sides. I'll go and stitch both sides to give it that stability. That's for my handle, which I will do right away. So let me turn our main satin bag right side out. Go and stitch my handle the way I showed you now. So I'll come in here by 3 inches. Yeah, I'll come in here by 3 inches and place my handle inwards. This is 3 inches. This is 3 inches from the side. You come in by 3 inches from the side. This is my handle. You place it inwards. So I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. Make sure your handle is not twisted. Make sure it's not twisted, please. Pin it down. Go to your machine, sew by 1/2 inch. My lining is wrong side out and my main bag is right side out. So what I'll do now is to put the bag in here. So the right side of the lining will be facing the right side of the fabric. So I'm going to match my seam allowance here. So I will match my seam allowance all around, starting from the side here, and sew by 1/2 inch or whichever seam allowance that you gave, and our bag is ready. So let me pin it round and go and sew. While sewing, remember to leave allowance to turn your bag right side out. If you leave the allowance, please iron the seam flat so that it won't be a problem for you to close it at the end of the day. Don't leave it at the handle area. Leave it somewhere aside from where the handle is so that you won't have any difficulties to turn it right side out. So lovelies, I'm done turning our bag. Note that there are different ways of making this bag. You may decide to attach your handle outside. You may decide to attach your handle and sew it again and top stitch. It depends on what you want, so to say. So I'll go in now and iron down the lining, iron everything out, and then I will top stitch. So lovelies, this is how we come to the end of the tutorial. You can see our bag is ready. I used hemming gum to close this place. I didn't sew it. You may want to sew it down. So lovelies, as you can see how neat it is. These are profitable DIY. I top stitched on top here. You can see these are profitable things that you can make. Yeah, and our bag is ready, beautifully ready. I put this so I can see the beauty, how it's looking, very neat. And the hair bonnet, this I had before. You can see that you can make it with your matching hair bonnet with different colors. See that? So my lovelies, if you have watched up to this moment, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Like, share my video, subscribe to my channel. So if you like what I do, if you like all this little DIY which I always do on Wednesday, so like, share, subscribe to my channel. I love you all.